Bonjour et bienvenue à cette séance de développement personnel basée aujourd'hui sur la raison pourquoi les hommes aiment beaucoup le sexe et les femmes aiment beaucoup l'argent. Vous aurez constaté et peut-être vous portez également ces pensées dans votre tête que l'homme le plus souvent aime le sexe dans le couple. Il est toujours celui-là qui demande le sexe chaque jour. C'est toujours lui qui demande à maman, à madame qui veut le sexe tout le temps. Et également dans la pensée collective, beaucoup sont arrivés à la conclusion que la femme aime beaucoup d'argent. La femme ne respire qu'à partir de l'argent. Il y a même les artistes ivoiriens qui ont chanté elles vont défriser tes poches. Il y a des mathématiciens, il y a des chimistes, il y a... bref, les femmes ont toujours été qualifiées de beaucoup de noms auprès de l'argent. Et même quelques femmes que j'ai rencontrées dans la vie m'ont donné cette impression-là qu'en réalité, tout ce qui est important pour elles, c'est l'argent, dans la mesure où lorsqu'il n'y a pas de l'argent, tenez par exemple une femme qui vous rend visite et qu'en partant, vous sortez 500 francs pour la donner que voilà ton transport, cette femme-là part pour ne plus revenir. Et lorsque elle rencontre ses camarades, elle va dire, Masada man a stingy man. Can you imagine I went to his place and on my way back he gave me only 500. Maintenant, celui qui donne 5 000, celui qui donne 10 000, c'est lui qui est le chouchou. Et elle ne se demande jamais, voilà, il fait comment pour avoir son argent. Est-ce que je mérite avoir ces 5 000, ces 10 000, ces 100 000, ces 1 million sur le temps que j'ai passé? On ne creuse pas le plus souvent jusqu'au fond de ce qui nous arrive. Et vous aurez donc compris que dans le fond, notre sujet ne doit pas se limiter sur ces pensées qui veulent dire que l'homme aime le sexe et que la femme aime l'argent, que non. On va creuser dans la profondeur pour comprendre pourquoi sur la forme, il apparaît que l'homme aime le sexe et que la femme aime de l'argent. Et pourtant, il y a un fond. Il y a définitivement un fond à tout cela. Et chez l'homme, vous aurez entendu dans les causeries, l'homme qui dit la petite ne libère pas. Ce sont les langages comme ça que vous allez entendre. La Gola ne libère pas. Et la Gola a mis le cadenas sur les oui. Ce sont les langages comme ça que vous allez entendre. On dit, mais Patson, où est ta petite là? J'ai banqué la choix. Elle ne libère pas, elle ne choue pas les oui. Elle est dans les testaments, hein? Elle est dans les histoires du God. Elle raconte que c'est le mari qui va open les lasses et bien d'autres choses. Donc, quand tu rencontres un groupe de garçons, le plus souvent, ce sont les causeries comme ça qui les intéressent. That baby, you don't want the stress man, you know the time. Donc, les gars sont tous dans ce genre de schéma-là. Mais, la question que je m'en vais vous poser, combien de fois est-ce que vous avez vu un grand artiste, un grand footballeur, un grand politicien, penseur, un grand agriculteur, un grand pêcheur, un grand dessinateur, un grand businessman tenir ce genre de langage? Vous voyez maintenant que le débat a changé. Combien de fois est-ce que vous avez vu quelqu'un qui n'a pas assez de temps parce qu'il est focalisé sur son hustle, sur son purpose, vous tenir les discours du genre la petite ne libère pas? Non, il prend le temps là où? Non, il prend le temps là où? C'est les petites qui divorcent chaque jour. Massa, dans my no get time. Can you imagine? I spent 2 weeks in the house. It don't touch me. Ah, c'est ce que les femmes racontent sur les gars. That man no get time. I tell you, that man no get time. The whole season, he play. Then he coach don't talk to me, not touch woman. That man no get time. That man no get time. Donc, quand l'homme découvre son life-driven purpose, quand l'homme découvre ce que Yahweh lui a créé pour faire, il a difficilement le temps pour le sexe. Et au départ, la femme peut une femme qui a toujours cru que non, c'est tous les hommes qui sont après le sexe. Au départ, elle peut se dire que non, c'est parce qu'il a d'autres petites dehors. C'est pourquoi elle ne lui gère pas. Mais plus elle va passer le temps avec l'homme, elle va s'en rendre compte qu'il n'y a pas question du petit dehors. C'est qu'il n'a pas le temps. C'est que son calendrier est tellement chargé que si toi, la petite, tu ne crées pas, c'est-à-dire tu ne crées pas du temps, c'est-à-dire tu ne squeezes, tu ne te forces pas dans son agenda, eh bien, il n'aurait jamais le temps pour ton truc là. Je comprends les petites voix me demander, Cyril, voilà pourquoi dans les familles riches, ils ont très peu d'enfants. Je peux te dire par exemple, oui, c'est une possibilité. Paul Biya, le président de Cameroun, 42 ans, il a combien d'enfants avec Chantal Biya? 2. Et ce sont les jumeaux. Period. He gave birth only once. That's all. Brenda and Junior, and they are twins. You don't have millions in your account. 7 children, 8 children. Then when they will say you like sex, you'll be arguing. No. If you don't have something busy doing, you are distracted with sex. Men who have not found their purpose in life distract themselves with enjoyment. Sorry, man, I'm releasing something I'm supposed to keep secret amongst us, but we have a generation to preserve. First test to know whether you are in the room with the right man. If all is on is sex, help him to know that he's not yet ready. Even if his salary is 400,000, 500,000, sorry, tell him there's something bigger that he's not yet seen in life. Ask him how many times has Dangote complained that he's not having sexual satisfaction. Bill Gates, his wife divorced him because he was not having time. If a man is aiming to change the world, to be a global citizen, to participate in changing life, to enter history, he cannot be focused on sex. To the point that he's walking among his peers and complaining. No. No. How do you find your life-driven purpose? That will be topic for another day. But it was important for me to note, to make you see that if you are still a slave of the desire of the body, of the flesh, it simply means that your spirit has not been nourished enough to occupy you. People whose spirit are elevated amongst commoners don't reason like commoners. They are discharging duties and fulfilling life. They know they have souls to bless, and so don't have time for futility. Women hunt them and pray to have children with them because they wish that sperm should enter their own family. The truth is that such men also know that not all women can or deserve their attention because they are precious. They are precious. Out of 10 men, sometimes you don't find one. A man who has wealth and is still running behind little skirts, short skirts here and there, is a man who is distracted. It's a man who is distracted. And that takes us now to the second part of our conversation. Women who need money, definitely, they will get that money from men who actually are running after skirts. Sorry. Don't confuse between people who are living their purpose and people who have money. No. When you live in a country where embezzlement rate is above what the brain can conceive, you understand that money can most of the time find itself in wrong hands. And you understand that their purpose will be to destroy souls. That is left to them. The judgment day is open for everyone. They always say salvation is personal. So there is a class of women also that give the impression that all women are after money. Very big lie. Again. So that majority, unfortunately, of women who give the impression that it's only money that builds a relationship, give a false impression of what womanhood is all about. And you are going to find this class of girls, just follow their conversation in WhatsApp. But are you still with that guy, Master, that man has stingy man, never make him, and he handling us so, na Japanese handbrake. That's the conversation. What about that guy, Master? Don't mention that name again for you. Why? That man no dey release. That man no get so. That man. Women whose conversation center around men's money are low-class women. If you're having that kind of friend, consider you don't have any friend or you're one of them. Sorry, this might sound very bitter, but it's the truth. So they will move around and give you the impression that all women are after money. A woman who has discovered her life purpose will never ask you for a single franc. An accomplished artist who through her music is moving soul. That means people are hunting her to give her money. What will she be asking money for? Tell me. Between you and me, tell me. I'm not talking about those half-baked artists that are singing anything and nobody is listening, so they are hungry. They go around giving you again the impression that you cannot fit as an artist. No, that's not what I'm talking about. I don't want to call names here, but in your mind, you can imagine true talented artists, gospel, secular music, whatever. You can just imagine people whose music, sometimes you get up from bed or go to bed with. Can you imagine those kind of women begging money around? Please, don't disgrace them. It's not possible. Women into leadership, for example, will not go around begging money. Women into, take for example, I heard the director of EcoBank was a woman, something like that. Maybe. Can you imagine a woman like that begging money around? Certainly not. I don't know. Nalova should be a minister. Can you imagine her moving around begging money? The answer should be no. And there are so many of them. They are spread around. I told you the different professions in which you can see women who are accomplished. Their problem is not money. And let me tell you, low value women look at these women and they compare like we told you about the desire of the flesh. So low value women, when they look at those high value women, they only limit their comparison at the level of the flesh. They don't know that everything wealth is inner, is inside those women. What makes those women great isn't the hair they are putting, isn't the clothes they are putting, isn't not even the shoes they are putting. It is their brain. That is what makes them high value women. So low value women nowadays are cheating, but they will only cheat naive men. They will only cheat naive men. When a woman starts asking, just the thought that you could ask money from a man, just show who you are. It's clear. And when you're a low value woman, the worst thing you can do is to pretend that you're a high value. Just assume your possibility. Pray that God should locate you and help you pursue your purpose. There's nobody who pursue him, his or her purpose and end up broke. Nobody. It's just a matter of time. And as we were saying the other day, a woman will identify with a man who is pursuing his purpose. Because she knows he is after the 3F. Fitness, finance, and family. When you are following this, there's no way you cannot meet your purpose in life. Same thing now with a woman. If you are after your life purpose, a man will see and know this woman is a virtuous woman. She's after her life purpose. If you sing and sing well, your song will never end in the perimeter of your room. Even just reproducing other people's sound, it will make you great and people will locate you. If you are a lawyer, you will defend people in a way that you cannot locate. You cannot only limit yourself in your town. People will come and look for you. Today, nothing is hidden. But the problem, people are rushing. People want to look like virtuous women. It's not possible to look like somebody who is bred from inside. How many great female footballers do you know? Do you think their talent is just because of their height or their shape? No, they bear it from tender age. If you want to be great, dissociate yourself from those who are bringing your status down. Those who think that women are only after money, or those who think that men are only after sex. That is just a prerequisite for you to know that you are in the wrong room. What if you are the person who instead is misleading others? Then change. Or if you are happy, most people though live and die without even discovering why they came to life at the first place. If you want not to be part of those people, don't run away from topic that from the layout look ugly, look nasty, but deeper have meaning. This topic today was inspired by the comment we read from the video yesterday. You see, most people came and commented how our endorsement into such topic is robbing the reputation of MRC. And I asked myself, who are you fooling? Who are you fooling? Sexual education is a problem of emancipation. What you think you know about sexual life is not generalized. And if you think there are some good practices to share around, don't blink your eye while sharing. Allow those who are pretending that they know, that they master, and that is a taboo topic. I can't do politics like the CPTN. I can't do politics like those I'm fighting. I must speak to people that have my own problem. I hope, and I'm looking forward to it again, the kind of comment that will come up. Please, there is another channel for MRC alone. There you can find only messages about MRC. This topic is titled Geopolitics. Check where you'll see. It means that it's getting beyond boundaries because we believe that in humanity there's a brotherhood that transcends sovereignties of nations. And we think that children of the world are suffering from the same problem. We do feel love. We do feel hatred. We do feel loss, poverty. Those feelings are in it. When you are lacking, you feel bad. When you lost a loved one, you feel bad. When you love somebody, you feel attracted to the person. That is what made humanity. And so we don't circumcise ourselves to a territory or to a segment of people. But we don't also want to hide our sympathy, our love for those people. I hope we shouldn't do that mixture again. Thank you. Your comment also show another part of love you have for us, for the work we do, is because we have owned up for who we are. And that's why you are saying that we should preserve it. No, we have not derailed. I can assure you, we are still together. Thanks for standing behind the camera. I was Mel Cyril. Until we meet again, take care of yourself. Ciao. Bye-bye.